Hello Army sports car racing fans, it is a beautiful day here at Donington Park Circuit. You join me, Sergeant Dan Moughton, and drivers WO2 Matty Taylor, Sergeant Will Ashmore, and of course Captain Sy Skerton for some testing, some pre-season final tweaks testing of the SunVit-D3 Army Holden. Today you're going to get to learn a lot more about the race series, what goes through on a race prep, and of course an incredible hot lap in the car with me as we fly around this circuit. Today promises to be a great day, and we'll get to learn more about the Army sports car racing team, more of course about the SunVit-D3 Army Holden, and more about driving in general. What a day it's going to be, as always, here at Donington Park Circuit. Will, Matty, great to see you both again here at Donington Park with, of course, the SunVit-D3 Army Holden. Last time we saw you, I think you were testing out the gearbox and looked like you had a really good time. You're here again doing some race prep. How do you prepare for the series coming up? Either one of you.
Well, basically, lots and lots and lots and lots of hours of work in the workshop, trying to get as many things you could possibly imagine checked, repaired, and made as reliable as possible. Then we come to a day like today, give the car a good shakedown, and find a load of issues that we need to fix.
Yeah, it's key thing is as much data gathering as you can before the season starts, so you know where you're at, setting the tyre temperatures up, setting the settings of the alignment on the car and everything up, so as much data as we can get before we even start.
Yeah. And then the other things we like to do, so we're running on really old semi-slicks, which are race tyres, which is great, but we put brand new wets on as well, and we just like to scrub them in, ready for the race season.
Okay, so for people like myself who probably don't know too much of the technical stuff about racing and how you prep a car, what is tyre scrubbing? We hear about it a lot on Formula One and all those other sort of like big racing series, but what is tyre scrubbing? What does it do?
It's when so brand new tyres obviously come out of a mould, and in that mould they've got a release compound to release that tyre from the mould. So it's almost like a wax, if you like, it's in the tyre. Maybe I've probably technically got that wrong, but you're trying to eke out all of that, all those contaminants that are in the tyre where it's been in the mould, so you get the solid rubber, and it's also good to put a good heat cycle through the tyre, because it just kind of gets it in the right, let's get really technical, molecular structure of the rubber.
Oh, nice.
Nice place, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Big words.
That does make, no, it makes sense, complete sense. So you've talked about, you know, like, so you're trying to gather data, you're trying to get the car going through, looking for any problems. So on that, what problems have you come across kind of today and over the past few weeks before the season starts?
So there's been a few. The main issue we've had is to do with the fly-by-wire, and just a random fault keeps pinging up and we lose the fly-by or the throttle basically. You turn everything off, turn it back on again, and it's fixed. So we've been sort of hunting that fault down. We think we've cured it. We've done a lot of data collection so you can look back and look where the fault is. I'd say that's the major one. The only other one we've had is the exhaust has been modified, and we're waiting for it to get recovered back off the track as we speak.
might have fallen off.
Oh no. Okay, fantastic. So yeah, like I said, a few little teething issues, so shall we call it?
Why we come testing.
It's always going to happen.
Fair enough. So the series that you're going to be involved in, what can you tell us about that race series?
Well, so it's under 750 Motor Club, who's sort of the governing body for a various number of championships that all race together on the weekend. And in my mind at least, Club Enduro is kind of one of the pinnacle series under 750 Motor Club. It's an endurance championship with a lot of highly spec'd, high budget cars. I love it because it's endurance racing and it's multi-class racing. So we're a Class A car, so they're meant to be one of the fastest cars on the grid. Then you've got Class B and Class C cars. So you've always got the traffic to deal with and various other amounts of busyness on the circuit, for a better way of putting it. Yeah, that's what I like.
And what's your favourite part about this race series? And what makes it, you talk about it being the pinnacle, what makes it like such a good race series?
I think it's the team. It's, me and Will drive the car. We both work on the car, but on the actual race day, we're just two of normally 12 to 14 people that just help out, doing pit stops, try to keep us calm as we're flapping again all over the inside of what we've got to go racing.
Brilliant.
So it's the team, 100%. It's just about being part of the big team.
Amazing. Well, as always, thanks for giving us a little bit more insight, and it's been, I'm sure it's going to be a great day of getting the car out and sorted out and works a bit. I'm looking forward to a little hot lap round with you guys. But as always, no doubt excited to start the season. We really look forward to seeing what this car can do. So thanks a lot for your time, guys.
Thank you. We can't wait to go racing, and we're looking forward to you putting faces going around it.
Great stuff. Thanks, lad. We'll see you in a little bit.
Cheers.
Right, we've had the talk, we've had the walk around, we've had the chat. Now it's time to go for a few hot laps in the SunVit-D3 Army Holden. From WO2 Matty Taylor there. Unbelievable. Wow. Well, I know I've just said it there in the car, but that was an incredible drive round Donington Park Circuit with WO2 Matty Taylor there. Just this SunVit-D3 Army Holden is insane. Wow. Yeah. Wow. So, Richard, you've just been out in the SunVit-D3 Army Holden. How was that experience?
Yeah, it was crazy, some of the speeds that were going around the bend. It's a great track to really put your foot down, and I think the car seems really competitive at the moment. Obviously, there's a lot of strong competing teams around us, but yeah, we're hopeful for the season ahead, I think.
It's quite an experience, isn't it? So Richard, I think it's good for the audience to kind of know like who you are and what it is that you do.
Yeah, so I work for a company called SunVit-D3. We supply vitamin D supplements and calcium supplements to both the consumer market and also to the pharmacies up and down the country. So vitamin D is something that we don't get enough of in this country, and following the recommended NHS guidance, I think everyone needs to be taking vitamin D during the winter months especially.
Yeah, couldn't agree more, and you're absolutely right. So with that in mind, what made you want to be part of the Army Sports Car Racing team then?
Well, from a personal perspective, my grandfather used to be in the armed forces. I really appreciate the work that the Army do to protect our nation, and I think, especially for the drivers themselves, they're not really getting that much in training, not really getting much sunshine. So it's quite an appropriate discipline to be sponsoring. Yeah.
Fantastic. So with that in mind, obviously you've got yourself involved with the Army Sports Car Racing team, so being a fan of motorsports, no doubt, what is your favourite part of motorsport? What's your favourite part of that, sort of like the atmosphere? Is it the ethos? Is it the cars? What is it?
Yeah, I do like speed myself. I do a lot of cycling, and I love watching Formula One, and the bravery of these guys just going around those speeds, around those bends, it's just incredible. I think it's a brilliant sport to watch as a spectator.
Fantastic. And finally, obviously with the SunVit-D3, you've mentioned the benefits. If people want to find out more information about your company or what it is you do, where can they find that out?
So we've got a website at sunvit-d3.co.uk. We're also on Facebook and Twitter, and you can buy online from our shop, or you may find our supplements in your local health shop or your local pharmacy. So we're out and about, so you'll find us. Yeah.
Brilliant. Richard, thank you so much for coming down and joining us today. It's great to have you down, and we're really glad that you enjoyed the hot lap, and hopefully we'll get to see a few more meets.
Yeah, thank you.
Great stuff. Thanks, Richard. Well, Army Sports Car Racing fans, it has been an incredible day here with the SunVit-D3 Army Holden. It's been a really great opportunity for you guys, hopefully, to learn more about this car, what goes into race preparation, and of course it's been great to see Richard, who's obviously one of the key sponsors for the SunVit-D3 Army Holden. It was great to get his take on it, get him out in the car as well. I personally had a great time in the car. It was fantastic getting out with Will and Matt, two very, very good drivers, both different in their own way, and hopefully you enjoyed some of that footage. Like I say, it's been a really good day here at Donington Park Circuit. A huge thanks to all the guys here, all the team, to Will, Matty, Sy, and of course Richard for coming down as well. We're all set. We are all set for next week. We're all set to be back here at Donington Park Circuit, okay, for the Club Enduro event with the 750 Motor Club. It's going to be good. The car is ready. It sounds great. It looks fantastic. And I think these boys are going to really put the pressure on some of those bigger teams out there. So can't wait for that. Hopefully you enjoyed today. If you have enjoyed today, don't forget to leave a comment down below. And if you wanted to, of course, find out more about Army Sports Car Racing, head over to Instagram, Facebook, and you can check out, just type in Army Sports Car Racing and you'll get plenty of information on there. Once again, huge shout out to all the guys. The car looks great. The SunVit-D3 Army Holden looks fantastic. Big shout out to Richard for coming down and saying hello. I've been Sergeant Dan Moughton. This has been the Army Sports Car Racing team, and we will see you next week. Bye bye.